Welcome, everyone. My name is Amy Jones. I'm the Interim Director of Education Abroad, and I will be serving as tech support today. There is a Q&A box if you have any questions that you would like to ask throughout the program or throughout the presentation. And now I'll turn it over to Alexis to introduce herself and get started.
Thank you, Amy. As Amy said, my name is Alexis Jones, and I'll be leading you through today's session. I am the Director of Program Development for an organization called CEA, Study Abroad. Our home office is in Phoenix, but I'm actually based in Kansas City. And our CEA team works really closely with your Education Abroad office at CSU to support you in finding suitable programs to fit your academic needs, as well as your personal interests and needs. I know we only have about 15-20 minutes today, so my goal is really to highlight some of the program options available to you through CEA, but then also to talk about some additional opportunities coming up later this week for you to learn more about our programs. So to get started, a little bit about CEA. CEA Study Abroad is an organization that was founded a little over 20 years ago, and I like to think of us as an extension to your Education Abroad office on campus. So I know CSU has great programs, and so what we do is we offer additional options for CSU students in terms of destinations, maybe different course offerings, different times of the year. Really, the idea is to give you as many options as possible to choose from to meet your academic needs and interests. The other thing I'd like to note is that we've also been a partner of CSU's for about 10 years. So of course, we have traditional study abroad programs, but we also have study and internship options, internship only options over the summer. And then we also have virtual internship options available to you for you to choose from. Today, I'm really going to focus primarily on, those traditional study abroad options where you're taking courses in a different country. And as far as where you can go, CEA has a number of destinations for you to choose from. So we have programs available in 13 countries in 22 cities across the globe. And we offer STEM courses in well over half of those destinations, as indicated by the little yellow star next to the city. And I'd say, generally speaking, from my time in advising STEM students on study abroad options, I feel like it's best for you first to choose, what are the courses that you want to take and need to take while you're abroad. In doing that, you can work with your academic advisor to map out what your study abroad experience looks like, because in doing that, it will help to identify where the best program fits are going to be. So rather than saying, well, gosh, I really want to study in this destination, there might not be the right course offerings for you. So I'd say it's definitely best to approach it first from a course perspective and then navigate to where the best options are going to be. The other things that I'll say about the courses in all of these destinations is that you don't necessarily have to take courses in your major. So if you're a mechanical engineering student or a biology major, maybe you have interest, maybe you are interested in taking a foreign language or satisfying some of those general education courses. You don't have to stick necessarily to your specific major. It's really what your goals are in terms of study abroad, and know that you have options available, whether that's STEM courses or looking at something outside of your major as well. So here is the list of all of our STEM program options that we have available. And these represent both semester and summer options abroad. And I'd also like to point out that all of the STEM courses that are taught on these programs are all taught in English. So you don't have to have foreign language proficiency in order to participate. I know that it can be challenging to take something like a thermodynamics course in a different language. So please note that these are all taught in English. And that's the case with most of our CEA courses. However, there are, as I mentioned, opportunities to take foreign language courses or perhaps content courses that are taught in a foreign language if you have advanced language skills. So you've got some flexibility there. On the list on the screen, I'd say that the one I definitely want to highlight is our Engineering in Paris program. This has been the most popular amongst CSU STEM students that are pursuing CEA programs. There are a number of reasons for this. First is with the semester program option, we have a really fantastic funding opportunity specifically for CSU students. For the semester program in Paris, CSU students receive a $2,500 affiliation grant for the semester program. There's nothing additional you need to do. All you need to do is to meet the eligibility criteria for this program, and that grant will automatically be applied. If the semester program does not work for you and the timing and your curriculum, we do have summer programs available in Paris as well. It just would not carry that $2,500 affiliation grant, but all really good options for you to choose from in lots of different destinations. As far as some of the unique features that CEA programs provide, again, I go back to the course offerings. So we have a wide range of engineering, math, and science courses for you to choose from. Typically, I'd say if you're going for a semester program with CEA, you'll take anywhere from 12 to 15 credits. Our summer programs are typically 3 to 9 credits, depending on the number of courses that you'd be taking, as well as the length of the program. One important thing that I do want to point out, particularly about those summer programs, is if you are planning on accessing financial aid for those programs, make sure that you're working with your financial aid office. I know that there are often requirements that you're enrolled in 6 credit hours or more during the summer term in order to be eligible for aid. So that's definitely something that you want to be checking into as you're planning for your time abroad. The other important thing that we focus on with our CEA programs is we really view the city where you're taking your courses as an extension of the classroom. So if you're going to Rome, for example, we have an active learning experience where you're exploring the baths of Caracalla and you're learning about heat transfer and exchange circuits. This was something that was completed in 235 AD, but we are tying that into your thermodynamics course. And so again, we're using that city of Rome as an extension to your classroom. Similarly, with our Barcelona engineering program, students are visiting the Madrefad Materials Center, which is the most powerful supercomputer in Spain. So again, that would be tied in with our engineering program. It's a programming course that's connected to that particular experience. So lots of different things that we're pulling into your classroom. So we're getting you out of the classroom and into the city as well. That's part of our goal with our CEA programs. As I mentioned earlier, we do offer internship opportunities. And so for students that are looking for a different type of experience, we offer these during both the semester and summer terms. So if you are looking for an additional experience, in addition to the courses that you'd be taking, you could do that during either the summer or semester. Or if you're interested in focusing just on a work abroad experience, we do offer internship only experiences during the summer term. And then on this last bullet, these are things that I've all mentioned before. So again, courses are taught in English. Summer and semester programs are available. And then again, you've got the flexibility to take either those core science, engineering, and math requirements, or you can choose from upper level electives, or again, choose from foreign language courses and or general education courses. And we take pride in offering, opportunities to explore the local culture around you in and out of the classroom. So like I mentioned on that last slide, that may be via our ICAP program where we're integrating those cultural activities into your course objectives. But we also have some really great excursions that we include, day trips, volunteer opportunities, wellness activities, career workshops, lots of different things that we are folding into your experience abroad. Typically, our semester programs will include 2 to 3 excursions, and our summer programs include 1 to 2. And all of this is included in your overall program price. So these are all part of your program that you can take advantage of and make the most out of your time abroad. And then similarly, housing is also included in all of our CEA programs. And you'll find that housing options are centrally located. So your housing options will vary by destination. I've listed a few of them on the screen here. That ranges anything from homestays, apartments, residencias, foyers, studios, residence halls. So if you navigate to our website, which is at the bottom of your screen there, ceastudyabroad.com, you'll be able to learn more about the particular housing options that are available at each of our different destinations. It also has some really great helpful information like, how far is my housing going to be from where I'll be taking classes? What amenities are included? Do I need to bring my own sheets or towels? What does that look like? And then it also has information about whether or not your meals are included as a part of that program, or excuse me, as a part of that housing option. Of course, if you have any special accommodations, please let our enrollment specialists know, and they can help you to find the best housing fit for your needs. So lots of support as you're navigating that part of the enrollment process. So again, as you're preparing for your time abroad, you of course will have the support of your enrollment, your education abroad advisor on the CSU campus, but we also have you paired up with a CEA enrollment specialist as you're preparing for your time abroad. They're there to answer questions about what you're going to experience and to help make your time abroad as smooth as possible. So everything from what are some health and safety aspects that I need to consider? What do I do about a cell phone? How do I access Wi-Fi while I'm abroad? What about money? Should I take money out? How do I access money while I'm abroad? And of course, our CEA policies in terms of academics and funding and things like that. They're there to answer all those questions for you. Once you get to the airport where you're going to be traveling, you'll be greeted by CEA staff. And so they'll reach you at the airport in your destination city. They'll pick you up and they'll take you to your arranged housing and or program meetup point. And this is a really great feature, especially if you've never traveled abroad before. It can be a little nerve-wracking to do that on your own. And so to have someone there, smiling face to greet you and get you to where you need to be is always reassuring. And I know that our program participants appreciate that. Within the first few days of your program, you'll have a robust on-site orientation where the CEA team is going to review important information, again, about health and safety protocols, what local transportation options look like, and they'll point out important places like, where do you buy groceries? What happens if you need to get a prescription filled, or what if you have a medical need while you're abroad? They'll talk through all of that with you. They are there 24/7. So if any needs emerge during your time abroad, they're there to support you. The orientation is also a great way to get to know the CEA staff that are going to be a part of your experience, as well as the other students on your program. Typically, there's a walking tour of the city that's included, usually a welcome lunch or dinner. And so again, it's just a great way to get to know the others that are a part of your program. So I know that funding is a common question that a lot of students have when it comes to your time abroad. So in addition to any financial support that you may be receiving from CSU, CEA also offers some scholarship opportunities, namely our global education and our diversity scholarship opportunities. These particular scholarships do have an application process, and you can navigate to the CEA website to look for the scholarship information as well as the application process. Typically, there's an essay prompt. It will ask you, a specific question related to your scholarship, and you'll, answer that and say, what's the value of study abroad to you, and how does this connect back into your education, to your career goals? What personal interests do you have in study abroad? The more that you can tease some of that out in your essay is really helpful for us as we're reviewing your scholarship applications. As I mentioned earlier, we do have those great affiliate grants. So this is different from the scholarship in that you do not have to apply for the affiliate grants. All CSU students participating on CEA programs will receive an affiliate grant. Typically, that is a $250 grant for a summer program and a $500 grant for a semester program. And note the one exception to that is that semester program in Paris, which has the $2,500 affiliate grant associated with it. The other great thing that CEA offers in the way of funding are our flight vouchers. And so these are available to students throughout the application cycle, and they can be worth as much as $1,000 towards the cost of your flight abroad. And this is really helpful because the flight is one of the things that you purchase, several months in advance. And so that way you can utilize this to help fund your airline ticket for your time abroad. So as far as the formal presentation, that is all that I wanted to cover, but there are a few other opportunities for you to learn more about these particular program options. First, there will be a College of Engineering Education Abroad workshop this Wednesday, tomorrow, at 4 p.m. in the Laurie Student Center, and that's in room 300. And they'll be covering more of these program options in more detail than what I've covered here. And then secondly, Kate, one of my colleagues, will be on campus on Thursday as well, and she'll be doing one-on-one advising sessions. Those will be at Laurel Hall, which is on the Oval, and she's accepting appointments between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. that day. And you can sign up. I've got the QR code there, and that'll take you right to her Calendly page so that you can sign up for an appointment to meet with her. And that's a great opportunity to say, hey, I'm looking for this type of experience, and she can help to guide you into a relevant program. And then lastly, you have really great resources on campus already. So of course, your education abroad advisor, your academic advisors are really important in this process as well. I know that Education Abroad does walk-in advising. They also have virtual appointments that are available, and you can schedule those appointments with Education Abroad through the EAB Navigate. And with that, I don't know if there are any questions. I am happy to take those, but otherwise that concludes the formal part of my presentation.
Great, thank you so much. I really enjoyed listening, as I'm sure others did too. We don't have any questions right now, and so we'll go ahead and end.
Okay.
But thank you so much for your time and giving that presentation today.
Thanks so much, Amy. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.